Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that whenever we release a video at the Jamaica Young Police channel, you'll be the first to receive the same. Remember to share the video with your friend, your mama, papa, girlfriend, boyfriend, and your side chick and side man. Yes, and post a comment below, even just to post and say, I am here to show your appreciation of the work that we are doing here at the Jamaica Young Police channel. And thanks for being a part of the movement. So, moving on. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we hate criminals with a passion. So here's one of them. This guy's name is Javon Pinnock. Yeah, aka Froggy. Have a distinct scar on the left side of his face, and him eye go all the way down to him cheekbone. And you know, more or less is a Jamaican do that, you know, telephone cut. I don't know how them come by that thing for, you know, to scar people face like that, and that it's just awful, but terrible people. So this man that you're looking at, his name is Javon Pinnock, aka Froggy. Yeah, Froggy them call him on the street, and he's wanted in New York, in Queens, New York, for the murder of Javon Jamison, a Jamaican youth them called Blingers. Yes, and Blingers was killed almost 2 years ago by this man and another man named Christopher King. Christopher King is in custody in New York, awaiting trial for the murder of Jamison. So we are appealing, we are begging, beseeching you Jamaican people in Jamaica and the diaspora, wherever you see this man, to inform the police, whether it's 119 or 911, and let them know that this man is wanted in New York for the murder of Javon Jamison, so that this man can be placed in custody or go straight to the departure home where he belongs. And that's justice. And we say that because we hate criminals with a passion, because there was no reason for this man to kill Blingers, because Blingers was not a threat to him at the time. It was murder, clear murder. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. So one of Ninja's man, prison mate, call yours truly and telling me that Ninja man is planning big freedom party because he expect to be freed by the Jamaican Court of Appeal, and he's looking forward to freedom from his murder case. And I'm like, wow, this is a man who his music imitate heart. Everything that you hear Ninja Man does in his music, that is what happened in real life. So this man, after he had snuffed out the life of this young man, now he's claiming to be innocent. So he's set to return to court on June 2nd as legal team revives murder conviction appeal. Incarcerated dancehall icon Desmond Ninja Man Valentine is scheduled to return to the Home Circuit Court on June 2nd, 2025, where his legal team will continue its effort to overturn his 2017 murder conviction. This upcoming appearance marks a pivotal step in a long-standing legal battle that has been marred by tragedy, controversy and delays. The development was confirmed by attorney at law Robert Fletcher, who is now part of the legal team advocating for the embattled entertainer. While Fletcher remained tight-lipped about the team's precise tragedy, sources close to the defense revealed that attorneys are combing through the trial transcripts carefully identifying inconsistency and conflicting testimonies they believe could form the foundation of a strong appeal. The team is going through the transcript now, and nothing will stop them from finding inconsistency that will help their client to gain freedom. By noting the discrepancies and conflicting testimonies so that they can mount a formidable defense as source disclosed to the observer online. A setback with the loss of legal powerhouse, the appeal suffered a major blow following the sudden illness and subsequent death of veteran attorney Valorinita Robertson. The lead counsel originally heading the appeal, the 71-year-old legal luminary, passed away peacefully on February 25th, 2024, just 4 months after falling ill in October 2024, and she passed away on February 25th, 2025. So Ninjaman, writing from his prison cell, expressed deep sorrow over her passing in a heartfelt letter. "I am heartbroken," he wrote. "Not only have lost a great lawyer and a friend, but we all lost a phenomenal woman, a woman whose legacy continues to live in those who were inspired by her greatness." Nita Robertson had intended to anchor the appeal on the argument that Ninjaman did not receive a fair trial, which is fundamental constitutional right. She had long voiced concern about procedural delays, noting that the case endured 17 trial dates and 23 mentions before finally proceeding to trial. Delay, she believed, compromised the integrity of the process. The 2009 incident and trial, the murder for which Ninjaman was convicted, dates back to March 2009, when recorder Ricky Trooper Johnson was fatally shot on Mall Road, Kingston Level, St. Andrew. According to allegations, Johnson was sweeping his yard when a friend saw a car with 3 men drove up. An argument reportedly broke out between Johnson's friend and the men who left the scene but later returned, opening fire. Gunfire. Johnson was hit in the ensuing gunfire and died from his injuries. Ninjaman voluntarily turning himself into authorities after learning that he was wanted in connection with the shooting. The prosecution called 7 witnesses, including one who testified that Ninjaman led a group of men into the yard that day and personally fired 2 shots at him, causing the witness to flee. Nita Robertson, however, had previously stated that the extended delay in the trial severely weakened Ninjaman's defense. She argued that the delay prevented key alibi witnesses from testifying. Individuals who could have supported Ninjaman claimed that he was in Mandeville at the time of the murder. I really miss Robertson, although he didn't gone, but man, come on. We know that is your job, but some things, we know that Ninjaman was present because he's from Alwood. So who is this alibi? We don't believe that. Ninjaman is an old criminal who deserves to die in prison. And as usual, Jamaica is a criminal's paradise. So no wonder somebody is willing to put them, not really have any character or integrity or reputation to put out there, because they had none. So go up there and tell lies that Ninjaman was in Mandeville. That's just typical Jamaican who have no decency, ethics, or truthfulness in them. Nita Robertson also believed that Ninjaman's celebrity status and past reputation as a bad boy in dancehall culture may have influenced the jury's decision. And that is rightfully, yeah, of course. His music imitate art. Him say him kill people and him kill them for fun. So him forget convicted and get convicted for fun and dead in a prison. And I say that without no apologies. The prosecution case rested heavily on legal principle of common design, arguing that all three accused, Ninja Man, his son, Janiel Ballantyne, and co-accused, Dennis Clayton, acting together with a sheer intent to cause serious harm to Johnson. On November 20th, 2017, the 7-member jury found all three men guilty. Ninja Man was subsequently sentenced to life imprisonment with eligibility for parole after serving 25 years. That may tell you them destroy the justice system in Jamaica. When I was growing up, even when I was a young police officer, you kill someone, the sentence is death. There's no, getting a 25 year. The PMP, LGBTQ plus criminal organization, when they were in government, change the laws to make it, to give murderers second chance, and that's wrong. You take a life, you should lose yours. You're not supposed to get no time for come back for kill again. So despite his incarceration, Ninja Man's impact on Jamaica's music remains enduring. A pioneer of lyrical warfare and spontaneous clash performance, he is hailed as one of the most formidable figures in the history of dancehall. His extensive catalogue includes legendary tracks such as Permit to Bury, Free Food Ticket, Ninja Me Ninja, Murder Them, Border Clash, Bad Boy, No Cub Scout, Church Eden featuring Shaggy, and Do It featuring Specialist. Known affectionately as the Don Gargan, Ninja Man has remained a central figure in the cultural memory of dancehall, even as he continued to serve time behind bars. As his legal team presses ahead with renewed vigor, many eyes will be on June 2nd, 2025 court date, where it will be seen whether new arguments and strategy can shift the tide of a case that has spanned over a decade and alter the trajectory of one of Jamaica's most iconic musical personality, who is toxic, who has nothing positive to offer to our youths or Jamaican people, just the destruction of the mind, and permeates the rot, the return of evil. Desmond Ninja Man Ballantyne, one of dancehall's most feared and controversial figures, is clawing at the gate of freedom again. On June 2nd, 2025, he will return to the Jamaican Court of Appeal to fight his life sentence for murder. But the real question is this: who's funding the monster's resurrection? Let this sink in. Ninja Man, a man convicted of taking a human life, is not just looking to walk free, he's open to rewrite history. And like a thief in the night, the very system meant to protect us might just open the door again. Yes, they might open the door again. Let us be clear. This is not just a legal appeal. This is a test of the Jamaica's moral compass. This is a spotlight on the rotting underbelly of reggae and dancehall industry, where many so-called artists are nothing more than wolves in sheep clothing, dons disguised as DJs, murderers behind microphones, and agents of destruction cloaked in rhythm and rhymes. This is the same Ninja Man, Desmond Ballantyne, glorified violence, promoted murder, and indoctrinated generations of youth into a life of criminality through his music, his murder music. Tracks like Permit to Bury, Murder Them, and Bad Boy in a Cubs Court weren't just songs. They were coded instructions, rallying cries for the lost and hungry. Let us not forget, in 2009, Ricardo Johnson was murdered in cold blood. 7 witnesses testified. One witness claimed Ninja Man pulled the trigger himself. In 2017, he was rightfully convicted and sentenced to life in prison. But now, behind the scene, a familiar script is unfolding. Who is footing the bill for this appeal? Insider says that Ninja Man's legal push is wealth finance, possibly to the tune of 500,000 US, the kind of money that magically appears when certain names are involved. Is this another case of big-pocketed criminals, benefactors from the underworld, or sympathizers in high places pulling the strings? Just like what we saw in the past with Vybz Kartel, Mavado Son, and other high-profile criminals hiding behind its songs. These men weren't just defending themselves in court. They had invisible hands guiding the justice system, manipulating public sympathy and silencing the truth with money and influence. And while the families of victims cry for justice, the culture celebrates killers as king. When did we as a nation begin to romanticize murderers? How many more must die before we admit that the very heart of our music is infected? Yes, big thanks to everyone who reached out via the channel's telephone number to show interest in subscribing to our new platform. One that builds to speak truth to power and impact every single person living in America and around the world. It doesn't matter if you are black, white, yellow, green, blue or red. This message is for all people who believe in freedom, truth and justice. Yes. As we have said before, the name of the new channel speaks for itself. United we win, divided we lose. And you're looking at, most people say that they cannot find it and all kind of things. So now, getting the feedback from most of you people, in which, we can't even count the amount of people that reach out to us and leave message. We cannot find it. You have to understand that my voice, this voice is not a voice that has been loved by the powers that be. Because when you speak truth, they try to censor you in every way. But guess what? We're not going to stop. So, united we win, divided we lose. That's not just a slogan. It's a fact. It's a call to rise above fear and stop playing it safe, while the system quietly chews up and spit us out, even you. Cowards might think they are staying out of trouble by staying silent, but in the end, we just say it runs there spiritually, mentally, financially, and politically. So here's the truth. It is better to live a life and die as a free, honest, decent, honorable, and truthful human being than to exist as an obedient, broken slave, begging for crumbs from a table that was never built for you. For over 400 years, our ancestors, we are taught black people, cried out to a God. They were taught to fear, kneeling and praying to a man in the sky, while their bodies were chained and their minds conditioned. That didn't free them. What did? Knowledge, courage, unity. Men like Taki, who the same maroons in Jamaica kill, chop off his head and put on a pike. Taki is the one why the United States of America exists today as a republic, but they won't teach the white people in America. A black man who took on the British Empire and won. And it's time we walk that same path. Any bolder? This new channel is not for the weak-hearted, the lukewarm, or for the comfortably numbed. It's for those who know who they are, God's children, defined by nature, fearless by choice. If that's you, welcome on. To the rest, stay away. We don't need friends who are secretly enemies. We don't need deadweight, doubters or deceivers. When we say enemies, we're talking about everything that stands against the truth. Lies, manipulation, division, cowardice, and blind obedience. No more lies, no more games, no more silence. This channel is the battleground for truth, and we are not backing down. How many times can they kill us once? Millions of our ancestors has died for this, for the little freedom that we're enjoying. God created every man equal, but some think that they're superior. And those who think that they're superior, just look, not one of them have ever been the fastest one in the world. Their genes are recessive. Our genes are dominant. So please, subscribe to the channel. We know that we are being sabotaged and tampered by the powers that be. But as time goes by, the truth will reveal. With violence, lies, and criminality. These so-called stars have turned studios into sanctuary of evil, recording anthems for gangs, writing odes to gunmen, and spitting lyrics soaked in blood. The same ninja man, Desmond Valentine, who once boasted about his ability to destroy rival, is now paraded himself as a misunderstood artist, a victim of circumstance, and believe it or not, a potential free man. We must ask ourselves, where are the voices of the moral few? Who speaks for the innocent slain? Who defend the integrity of law and justice when money corrupts it? This video is not just content, it's a warning, a wake-up call, and a spiritual checkpoint for every Jamaican at home and in the diaspora. Remember, share the video. Tag a friend who still believes in justice. Watch until the end, because the truth matters. The Jamaican Young Police channel is not here for hype, ego, or putting myself on a pedestal. No. I am here to expose the lies, tears down the deception, and stand up for the truth. Ninja Man may have fooled the crowd before, but this time the world is watching. Let's evil stays where it belongs. Behind bars. That's where Ninja Man belongs. Ninja Man belongs behind bars. Exposing the devil in dancehall, the truth about Ninja Man. Let me make this crystal clear. I knew Ninja Man Valentine personally. I have looked him in the eyes many times. I have heard the venom poured from his mouth. And from that day onward, I knew exactly what he was. A parasite, a plague, and a scum of the earth. Nothing to offer to the youths of the ghetto, where I'm from. Nothing. This man is the epitome of evil. I never like a single bone in that man body. Let me repeat myself. I never like a single bone in that man's body, Ninja Man. Never have, never will. And truth be told, I never will. There's something about him, a spirit so foul, so dark, so demonic, that you could feel the evil ooze from his presence like sewage from a busted pipe. His words were never healing. His music never uplifted. Every lyrics, every line, every performance was laced with filth, violence, and the glorification of death. And now this man, this self-proclaimed Don Gargan, who reign over death and destruction through dancehall, want Jamaican Court of Appeal to set him free. No, never. If I had one wish, and I mean with every breath in my lungs, it would be this: the Court of Appeal changes his sentence and that of his son and the other man to death by hanging. Let me repeat myself. If I had one wish, and I mean this with every breath in my lungs, it would be this: the Court of Appeal changes his sentence and that of his son to death by hanging. Yes, hanging. Bring back the noose for men like this, not as vengeance, but as justice for the lives lost and the communities poisoned by his influence. But I know that's wishful thinking, because Jamaican judiciary, let's stop pretending. Too many of them are nothing more than wolves in robes, judges who masquerade as neutral arbiter, but are in fact deeply entrenched in corruption, aligned with the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. And these are people who are active recipients of the brown paper bag and serving the interests of gangsters, dons, and political puppeteers. So what happened? Big money talks. Dirty lawyers manipulate loopholes. Criminal-minded judges drag their robes through the mud to protect their friends and political bedfellows. And in the midst of it all, the victims are forgotten. How many more fathers must be buried? How many more sons must be mourned? How many innocent lives must be shattered so these so-called dancehall legends can live like gods while cloaked in murder, extortion, and blasphemy? Let me tell you this, and I want this burned into your mind. Ninja Man is not a legend. He's a liar, a manipulator, a destroyer of lives. He's not a DJ. He's a wolf with a mic, spewing spiritual poison into the minds of Jamaica youth, leading them down a path of destruction, wrapped in rhythms and rhyme that glorify murder, disrespect women, scorn decency, and trample upon the very idea of order and respect for life. The same thing that he had done, even caused one of his sons to lose his life. So don't let your emotion get played by those who cry, free the artists. Ask instead, what kind of artist teaches your son to pick up a gun? What kind of entertainer makes death look fashionable? What kind of man destroys entire generations with his voice and now begs for sympathy? I'll tell you what kind. Ninja Man, Desmond Valentine. So no, I will not weep if he dies in prison. No, I will not feel pity if this man take his final breath behind bars, because some people don't deserve second chances. Some people are here only to serve as warning to others. Because this is bigger than Ninja Man. It's about reclaiming our society from the wolves who wear gold chains and sing lullabies of murders. Let them rot. Let them hang. Let them never poison another mind again. I hope Ninja Man dies in prison, and that is where he belongs. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.